Hi guys, till now in this chapter we've done mean, median and quartile. This exercise is about calculating the mode and this is the easiest exercise from this chapter. So in any case, let's revise quickly. We did mean for raw data, which is add all of them up and divide by the number of data points. Next we did it for the tabulated data. For tabulated data we had three methods. Method 1 was direct, then was a shortcut, and then was the step deviation method. Step deviation. Perfect. Then we did it for grouped data, where again there were three methods, which is the same, which is direct, shortcut, and step deviation. Then we did median also for raw data, find out the middle number, if it is odd something, if it is even there was something. Then we did it for tabulated data, where we calculated cumulative frequency and figured out where my median class lies. And then the last one was the grouped data, where we did using ogives. And then we did quartile, which is dividing it into four parts, and then we had Q1 and Q3, Q2 being the median. Perfect. Now this exercise is about mode. Here again, mode, we'll do it for the raw data, we'll do it for tabulated data, and we will also do it for the grouped data. So let's look at all different kinds of questions and move on. That brings me to a question which is I want to ask you now. What happens if two data points have the same maximum frequency? Which means, yeah, let's look at a question like this, which means, let's say I have marks here and I have number of students, right? So I'm looking at basically a tabulated data. Let's say it's a 40 mark paper, 33 marks, 34 marks, 35, 36. Right? This 33 marks have been scored by 17 students, 34 have been scored by 15, 35 have been scored by 17, and 36 have been scored by 14. Now, which is the mode? In this case, the maximum frequency is here as well as here. So, in case there are two or more either class intervals or specific data points which have the same frequency, which is the maximum frequency, then you can have two modes. In fact, you can have more than two modes as well. It's basically the maximum frequency. So in this case, my answer would be 33 marks and 35 marks. We've been doing mode for at least 3 years now, 7th, 8th and 9th. Let's move on and let's move on to the start solving some questions. So let me just open the file where I have written the questions. Let's go. So I'm on exercise 24D. Let's look at question number 1. So for calculating this, I will need to arrange this data in an order so that I can count the number of data and count the frequency for each data point. So ideally, I prefer to do it in the form of either ascending or descending. So let's just put it in ascending order. I hope you remember I prefer to cancel whatever I've taken so that there is no confusion of what is remaining. There are 3 sevens, so I will write 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8 and 8. Oh, in fact, there are 4 sevens. See, I made a mistake. There are 4 sevens, right? Not 3. There are 4 sevens. So 4, 7, and then there is 1, 8, 1, 9, 1, 10. Let me just count the number of data points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I missed out something. Yes, I missed out 1, 8. So there is an 8 here. I noticed that the maximum frequency is for here. Please note there were only 10 data points. That's why I did this. Otherwise, I would have done a tally mark and then I would have put it in the tabulated form, right? So in this case, the maximum frequency is 4. Therefore, mode is equal to 7. Perfect. Let's move on. So this was basically the raw data form. Now this question is with the tabulated data form. Easiest one to look at. You look at the maximum frequency. In this case, maximum frequency is here. Therefore, mode height is equal to 122 centimeter. Please note unit is very important. I am on question number 6. Simple till now in any case. I have already arranged this in an ascending order. Again, not too many data points. That's why I have not put it in the tabular form. I need to look at modal marks. So this is 1, this is 1. This appears 2 times. 16 appears 3 times. So since 16 appears 3 times, my modal marks are 16 marks. So this is about marks. A boy scored the following marks in various class tests during a term, which each test being marked out of 20. What are his modal marks? So his modal marks are 16. What are the median marks? So first let's check. This is median of raw data. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which means n is equal to 11, which is an odd number. So it'll be 11 plus 1 upon 2th term, which is the 6th term. And let's count the 6th term. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my 6th term is 15. So my median marks are 15 marks. Next, total marks. So I'll have to add all of them up. That's 17 plus 2 into 12, that's 24. 14 plus 15, 29. 16 into 3, 48. 17 plus 19, 36. That's 7, 9, 11, 12. 120, 131, 140, 148, 154. Let me recheck. 30, 41, 61, 70, 118, 148, 154. Perfect. So total marks are 154 marks. And mean marks. Mean is basically total upon the number of items, in this case 11. So 11, 1, 11, 4. Mean marks are 14 marks. Perfect. Let's move on to the next question that we solve from this exercise, which will be question number 8. So let's look at question number 8. So for mode, right now we've learned how to do it for mode. We've already done raw data and we've done tabulated data, right? The last part, which is the group data, we will solve in the next question we'll solve according to this. So let's read the question. At a shooting competition, the scores of a competitor were given as below. Okay, so they were given as below. What was his modal score? So score is 0, number of shots 0. So let's look at the maximum frequency. Maximum frequency is 7. So the modal score is 4. Perfect. Is there any unit to the score? No. So I don't need to put a unit. What is his median score? So for calculating the median, well, I'll need to know how many data points are there. So let me do summation f. Will that be enough? No, I need to do cumulative frequency. So let's do the cumulative frequency. Any tabular data in tabulated form, if you need to score median, if you need to calculate median, you need to do cumulative frequency. 0, 0 plus 3, 3, 3 plus 6, 9, 9 plus 4, 13, 13 plus 7, 20, 20 plus 5, 25. Let's check if my counting is correct or totaling is correct. 9, 15, 20, 9, 13, 20, 25. Perfect. So my number of data points is 25. So median score will be 25 plus 1 upon 2th term, which is the 13th term. And where does my 13th term lie? Yes, this is where my 13th term lies. So my median score is 3. So which is equal to 3. Let's look at the total score. So for calculating the total score, which is basically, if you remember, we need to create another one, which is basically f and x. Makes life simple. Otherwise you can count 0 or 1 3 times, 2 6 times. So if I call it x, let's do fx, will help me calculate total. So 0 into 0, that's 0. 1 into 3, 3. 2 into 6, 12. 3 into 4, 12. 4 into 7, 28. And 5 into 5, 25. Let's do the total. 10, 15, 17, 20. 0, 2 carry, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Let me check it again. That's 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 78, 80. Perfect. So my total score is 80 and my mean score will be total score upon number of data points, in this case 25. So that'll be 25 into 3, 75, that leaves 50. So that's 3.2. Perfect. So we've done raw data till now, tabular data till now. We will look at the group data in the next video, because for that we need to create a graph. So but let me just discuss it here quickly. We're doing question number 4. When you have data in grouped form, we always need to create a histogram. Always need to create a histogram. So let me come back with the next video and we will see how to create a calculating mode when data is in the group form. Thanks, bye bye.